Welcome back with Axel again. This is gameplay for Hawk, and we are going to evolve our plane into triple S class for today. So let's get started, and here goes. The other candidate for today is going to be these 4 remaining planes, and one of them is gonna be Patriot. So I'm going to choose you for now. All the perks, I think they are going to stay the same like the rest of the SSS planes. And we have just the extra deflector shield, and for now I'm going to test before the SSS class. With all of this robot setup, I'm going to have, let's see right here, I'm going to have Nicola and Risk at maximum level. Alright, so the stage that I'm going to have for now is 187. It's one of the difficult stage compared with the other one, that's why I'm going to have this. And Patriot, it's going to determine whether this plane is going to be crowd control or not. Destroy 90 targets. Right, a lot of crowds, we have to destroy a lot of stuffs on the screens. So that's why we are going to use most of our power, efficiency in using the robots, and as well the fourth ability. Right, first I'm not going to activate the fourth ability, but just off this robot setup. Right, great, that's the fourth ability. Right now I'm after the plane. We have one more target to accomplish. That's not too far, and that's the overdrive. Great, clearing up the screen very nicely for this 140 SS class. How about this, the boss digit? That is going to be like another story that we are going to test this plane. Alright, hands out, blast away all the rockets. And this is the overdrive, that's why I become invincible against all those rockets. Right, the overdrive for me is quite strong. It's not really that weak in terms of power, but for the boss it's not bad actually. Alright, here goes for the next rockets. We are going to go in between the missiles, the rockets, and every kind of projectiles. Fourth ability just kick in. And all of these are bombs. Okay, my goodness, the fourth ability just getting activated. So for the boss, as long as the boss doesn't have any laser or dangerous weapons, I think that this Patriot is going to be alright. As well, have Risk. This is the perfect timing just before he launched his awesome projectiles. Alright, great. Now got this, the scattered around missiles, bullets. Alright, got it. Now the laser. We have enough space just to dodge the remaining projectiles. Nice. All of these, the laser, just don't get hit by a laser. It's not really going to be good for your plane. Blast away every single, oops, I'm late. The fourth ability just did like a slight bit of damage for the third form of this boss. So I think that the fourth ability is not really working well for this boss. I don't know how about the other boss, but at least that's more or less the performance of 140 SS class. How about the next? We are going to evolve the plane into triple S class. I'm so excited. Here's the reward, getting back. So what is the benefit of this evolution? We have the increase in the armor and power according to the stats. Evolution costs you like 900 crystals. So we are going to upgrade like 10 levels. 140, that's more than enough. At least to compare, alright, 51. Exactly on the same stage. I'm having this on heroic mode. Let's solo this using the overdrive, so I'm going to replenish. That's more or less about it. So with the extra shield, will we be able to defeat all these kinds of crowds? Well, let's test this out. The damage doesn't seem to be improving that much. In terms of damage, we doesn't see to. Alright, it's like 150, and the improvement from the SSS class. There is no significant improvement in terms of power. Alright, I use the overdrive just to clean up all of this mess, because I didn't seem to be able to activate the fourth ability for this plane. So apart from the same setup, I think that SSS Patriot somehow getting less useful than the previous SS class. Well, it's up to you to decide whether you have to evolve this plane or not. I'll do some more of the example for this plane. Let's go against Digit. Will the SSS shield protect me from some kind of projectiles, or is it going to get me any worse? How about the overdrive? Here goes the overdrive. Seems like the damage is still constantly the same. About the damage, and Nicola, yes, great. The shield protect me from the rocket. At least that's one of the useful things out of this SSS class against the boss. Alright, now the boss is down for the first phase. Now the next is going to be coming a lot of bombs. Nicola blast them all away. You don't have to worry about this kind of boss attacks. The normal ones, normal bullets, doesn't seem to be like impacting a lot on the SSS shield. So we have to blast away all of these projectiles. Nice. Just waiting for the result when the boss will end. Eventually. It's nicer. For the shield, I think like always the shield works pretty well on the boss. But in terms of the normal stage, that's going to be like another job for you to probably switching the ARP robots and finding the right setup for you. Right, for the Patriot, in terms of normal damage, I think that this plane should be buffed a little bit. At the level 150, it's kind of like we have the increase in the numbers. So supposedly we have like the damage increase as well, but I can't seem to find any of the increase in the damage. Right, here goes for the overdrive. Nice, almost annihilate the boss and finished by Nicola. Great. So that's all about the SSS class, the first try for this stage. More or less, I'm switching the other setup right here. I'm going to collect the crystal. We have Kraken at maximum SS class, and I'm going to switch it into Menace and Legatus. For what I'm going to switch into testing the other stage. Right here, I'm going to have the combat stage as one of the probably standard. I'm not sure about that, the standard for testing out the plane. For this specific plane, let's test out if this plane will be able to solo the combat stage. Against all of these incoming planes, we have laser, that one, the copters, mini boss. Alright, so the mini boss is alright, great. I got the robot to help me out. In terms of damage, as you can see, it hardly kills anything on the screen. That is going to be bad. Like the shield, sometimes wore off before even 3 seconds, 3.5 or 3 seconds. I couldn't remember exactly. I rarely use Legatus these days because that kind of faulty on the Legatus spots. Nice. Copter down. More or less the significant improvement. There is not any, but the design of the bullet seems to have changed. Again, slay everything with Legatus. So simple with that. I'm going to slam myself. Great. Alright, another options. Just nice. Incoming, more of those kind of shielded plane. I'm not really liking any of those. But several of the robots are able to just penetrate through the shield. Nice, the overdrive. I love getting the extra overdrive drops in between the stage. They are very useful. Right, great. The shield is on. The shield is on again. Boom. Great. Slay with Legatus. Keeping the menace for this. My goodness, the shield almost wore off. Right, great. More of the planes. I'm going to have the fourth ability triggered. Like this. Almost the end of the stage. So, overall, The SSS shield is, well, for this Patriot, I'm not really into this. Patriot and the SSS shield, they don't really go well. But probably for the developer should have improved this kind of plane. Don't know how to do that, but at least the normal bullets probably should be improved. Let me test some other stage. How about another stage? Stage 180. The previous one we have Rapier, and now it's kind of like pacing two versions of update. Probably Rapier will come back. I'm not sure about that. Rapier, where are you right now? You have escaped or either going somewhere. Getting all of these drones. Nice. Drones and drones. The overdrive. Just half the one of the drones health. That's very nice for the overdrive. Alright, great. The shield is on. I can relax just a bit. Keep following the drone. I'm going to take down just one of these drones. Why it's kind of like hard to get even one of these. Alright. Oh my goodness. Almost got it. But at least it's now the boss turn that we have to focus on. Right, the middle cannon that is so hurt. Don't ever get hurt by it. Even for this Patriot has like weak shield. In terms of armor, it has like highest one of the highest armor. I think probably mid to high. But in terms of the reality and the fact, this plane is not really that strong instead in terms of armor and as well for the damage as well. Right, for ability, at least it does damage. A little bit damage. Again, it's not really normal damage. But for his boss, it's going to be helpful a bit. Alright, the middle cannon. Now let's go for this. I'm going to take this launcher away. That's just to test out this plane performance. Overdrive, span again. Right, cannon almost down. When it almost reached low health, oh my goodness, almost got hit by the drone. Right, two more cannons. Give it a nice go. Right, the beam. Fourth ability, come on, yes, that's great. My goodness, the shield wore off. And it's kind of like damaging. When the shield is off, Patriot receive a lot of damage from the cannon. Now we got, come on, please. Just a few more hits. That's all it takes. Oh my goodness, why it takes, yes, finally. So more or less, Patriot is supposedly to have a chance against even normal stage. Probably you should change the broad setups, or probably you should find the other which one is better for Patriot. But for me, Patriot is not really that recommended for getting to SSS class. Not significant improvement in terms of power and other stuff. Well, anyway, this is all of my gameplay for today, and thank you so much for watching the video. Don't forget to subscribe, leave thumbs up as always, and goodbye. A very tiny damage, not reasonable damage. Or what happened to Flamer anyway? Not sure what happened to you, but wish that I have a better Flamer rather than this. Alright, the next stage, I'm going to first of all evolve the Flamer before I forgot. Of course, the main purpose for today is to evolve this plane. Here goes the increase in the stats. We got shield power and special power remains the same.